Welcome to Fashion Show Reaction with facial recognition, where we react to fashion show videos, but with a twist. We apply facial recognition technology so that we can identify the models.
For our 13th episode covering womenswear for the fall and winter 2025-26 season, we are going to react to Ralph Lauren's collection.
Are you ready? Here we go. Ralph shows are out of sync with the standard fashion weeks. And since we really like Ralph as a designer, we are excited to wrap up our reactions to the fall and winter 2025-26 womenswear collections by reacting to Ralph Lauren's latest collection. Note the equestrian style belt on Libby. This is the best look we will get of this recurring device.
We like Ralph's clothes so much we are going to do something new for this episode. In addition to having a hers best look that I pick, and a his best look that he picks, we are going to have 4 numbered honorable mentions.
Note there is that interesting belt again here on Lulu. We would love it if you could tell us in the comments if you agree with our best look picks and which of the honorable mentions you like the best. Or maybe you think one of the honorable mentions should have been a best look.
I am not sure how I feel about the unnecessary belt over this suit, but as you can see, with very few exceptions, this is a belted collection.
Selfishly, I have to say that in addition to the clothes, I always find the models in a Ralph show to be a special treat. And I thank Pier Giorgio Del Moro who did the casting for keeping that theme going.
Here is honorable mention number 1. We love how the shiny polish of the leather on the lapels slowly turns to suede as you travel down the coat.
We have appreciated quite a few looks that fade colors during the season shows, and seeing a similar detail on leather is very nice. Did you see that Caroline has her man tie tucked into her pants?
That look was a little clunky compared to this more traditional Lauren look, presented by Betsy with its pussy bow. And I am still on the fence about the bagginess of these leather trousers on Stella. Overall the look is great, but the loose fit of the trousers feels a little sloppy.
I believe this is the 3rd time we have seen Stella, and she is crushing it. This look with the natural wool edgings was very close to being an honorable mention.
Such a signature Ralph Lauren look. Oh look, it's a bevy of young celebs in attendance. Unfortunately, the software stumbles here and we had to step in and assist.
Here are your suspect baggy pants again, but worse yet, the glasses beat the computer and we had to step in with an identification. We have seen a couple of dresses so far, but here is our first one-piece look with trousers, which again was almost an honorable mention.
And we just have to say that it is fantastic to see a womenswear collection this season that does not infantilize with onesies or present any pop star wannabe pantless looks.
That absolutely is a breath of fresh air. And one of the reasons we like Ralph Lauren so much is that all of these looks are very wearable. Even one that is a little more daring later on in the show. That said, this was one of our least favorite looks.
We have not been a fan of the hanging dangly things all season. Regarding wearability, it is also nice to see Ralph step slightly away from Yellowstone diva to looks like this that would crush in the boardroom on the East Coast. Let's let the computer do some work, starting with Bruna, who appears on the channel for the first time.
Note here how Ralph succumbs to the ubiquitous transparency here with the shirt underneath. But this skirt suit remains completely modest. And here comes honorable mention number 2 that I have to say was close to being my best look pick. The fabric here is gorgeous, and that belt we have seen many times so far works, and the school marm collar is so very Ralph Lauren.
Note how with this look we have the pants going all the way down the leg and into the boots as we would expect. Later on we have something different. Wow, this look is a real winner also. So much to love in this collection.
I agree we love this collection overall, but there are some looks we like less than most, and this next look is one of them. As you foreshadowed, note how the pants here terminate above the knee, so that there is skin above the boots. And I think this sparkle fabric is out of place, even with the little embroidery detail. But then wow, look at BB. What a face and what an outfit. And here we go, folks. Stepping away from Yellowstone, here's my pick for best look. I love this fabric, and Sasha really shows off what a great silhouette is presented by this look.
Not bad at all, but hang on for my best look pick later in the video. Oh, here is something questionable. It is hard to see, but that equestrian belt is over top of this jacket. Not a fan. And remember I said we would see some older celebrities later on. Well, here we go. 9 Oscar nominations with 1 win, sitting in the front row checking out in beautiful gown presented by Taylor, who we have seen quite a bit on the channel.
It's time for honorable mention number 3 that takes Ralph Lauren's Western styling to elevated heights and foreshadows my better half's best look pick. And wow, Andrea has a face that is a perfect fit for this look.
Here is that peak of skin between the pants and boots again. I do not mind it as much as you do.
It just feels messy to me. Plus, I am thinking having the pants go into the boots would eliminate chafing. Oh, here is another look we're not super fond of. Nice dress, but sticks out bit in this very Ralph collection. Vlada gives us a good example of how Ralph's team has the hem lengths of the skirts and dresses in this show right. We love Elie Saab, but have complained about how his team leaves the hems too long, sometimes giving the models fits as they try to put on their best walks. And again, here is another look that is not our most favorite of the collection.
Those baggy pants have been a consistent annoyance throughout. Remember you said there was a look with a little bit of daring coming up. This is the one you meant, and as you said, while it teases with somewhat daring sides on the torso, it remains modest compared to some of the pieces we have seen this season.
While all of this collection is expensive and classy, it is a bit casual, so this evening gown presented by Huejia is a real necessity to complete the collection. You might have already noticed that we are now getting models in their second looks.
Huejia did not give us the only evening gown. Look at this stunner on Lulu. The neckline is classic but fantastic. But then Sasha follows up with a third that is not as impressive as the previous 2 evening-style gowns. In contrast, this neckline is a little much. But here is honorable mention number 4, where we see that belt again on a beautiful dress. Unfortunately, the computer falls down and we had to step in for the identification. And here we go. My best look of the show pick is on Mona and closing the show. To me, this gives the full Ralph Lauren vibe, but has a little hippie chick going on. I realize this is a fall collection, but if I was the kind of girl that would go VIP to Coachella, I would get married in this dress.
You know, Casey Musgraves, sitting in the front row, has mentioned using LSD to influence her songwriting. Maybe she could be on your guest list and liven up the wedding.
I'm thinking she would be more fun at Coachella. She hasn't played there since 2019. Let's see what the computer can do with the parade. If you have enjoyed applying facial recognition software to a fashion show, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Even though we do not need it, we always love it when we get an identification of the designer themselves. And here we got Ralph.
Bye now.
See you next episode.